Today, fire stations across the nation held ceremonies to honor firefighters who have died in the line of duty. KTIV's Connor Trett was in Dakota City, Nebraska earlier this afternoon for their station's ceremony honoring 3 heroes.
They call it striking the 4 5s. A fire station bell is struck in 4 sets of 5 consecutive strikes. It's been used as a sign since the late 1800s that a firefighter has died in the line of duty.
They always had the bell to ring for service, but they also ring the bell 4 5s to honor that there was a line of duty death in their community.
And Sunday afternoon, fire departments across the nation struck the 4 5s as part of Bells Across America ceremonies. One of the stations was here in Siouxland, in Dakota City, Nebraska, who have lost 3 of their own.
It's an honor for us to do this for them. We don't want to forget about them because of the dedication and the sacrifice that they made. We will never stop doing this. We don't care if there's only 5 people in the room, we're still going to do this. We'll do it every year if possible.
Members of the Dakota City, Emerson, and South Sioux City fire departments joined together for the ceremony to remember firefighters who died in the line of duty. Across the nation, throughout Nebraska,
Donald Gross, Lincoln, Darren Cruel, Elwood,
and in Dakota City.
Andy Zalmy, Eric Speck, and Lowell Satterwhite that did made the ultimate sacrifice for this community. Them 3 never got to go home to their families after our call.
Eric Speck's wife Joni spoke with us about the firefighting brotherhood and the support she still feels today.
They have been here for me and the kids through everything, and they're always a phone call away, whether we need to talk, a hug, just always there.
Once you join a volunteer fire or any fire service, you are now another family. You have a family of moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas, and then you have the family of the firefighters. And once you join it and once you learn about it, it's something that's very special to us.
In Dakota City, Nebraska, Connor Trett, KTIV News 4.
In 2023, 89 firefighters died in the line of duty. This afternoon, they were recognized and honored in ceremonies across the nation.